Oh my god guys, if you think Instagram fitness content is bad, I know it gets a rough time. You ain't seen nothing until you've been on What I Eat in a Day TikTok. You are never ever going to look like someone else, ever. It's not productive and it's not helpful, and actually it's downright dangerous. Hello, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm really excited to film because I feel like this is going to be a very helpful video, and I want to make clear from the start of this that this video is made to help people, not to bash people. I have made a decision not to talk about specific content creators on TikTok, not to name names, not to insert videos, just because I personally feel like that causes more drama and detracts away from the actual issue, and it can be quite counterproductive when you're trying to make a point, because then things can get a little bit personal, which I've come to learn. So I'm not going to speak on specific content creators. I know that when people watch this video, they're gonna have people in mind, they're gonna have names ticking around the brain, and they're thinking that's what XYZ does. That's fine, we're probably on the same wavelength, but yeah, just in the comments and stuff, if you are going to leave a comment, I would ask you not to name names, just because I feel like, again, it drums up a bit of drama, which is not the purpose of this video. I want to make very clear also that I'm not slating the entirety of TikTok fitness content. Very much like any platform, there's going to be shit stuff, there's going to be really good stuff as well. So there are two main issues which I want to address in this video, spread a little bit of more information on, and just educate people and make sure that people don't go down the wrong path when they start a fitness journey. So the first issue that I have seen with some TikTok fitness content is heavy focus and reliance on anecdotal evidence. If you don't know what anecdotal evidence is, it's basically based on someone's experience. Now, something that I strongly believe in is evidence-based practice. That does not mean you solely follow what the research says, what the science says. It's more a combination of what the science says, what you learn in your experience training other people and in training yourself, but it's a mixture of everything. It's not solely based on your experience, on anecdotal evidence sort of thing. TikTok fitness content and the ideals and stuff seems to have taken us back to like Tumblr days. Yeah, very tiny women, very shredded midsections, lean abs. So that is something where the anecdotal evidence and the lack of knowledge, to be honest, can actually be quite dangerous. So I basically was scrolling on my For You page and I came across a video in which this person had very visible shredded abs, very lean physique. I'm not saying this individual is unhealthy, I want to make that very clear, and the comments are alarming, especially when you look at the responses given by the creators. So one of the videos I saw, like I said, she was very lean. A lot of the comments littered with girls asking like, how can I basically look like you, how can I get abs like you, how can I achieve this body? And the responses that were being given were just, you just need to keep going, you just need to keep working hard, everyone can get their dream body. I used to think I couldn't do XYZ, I just wasn't trying hard enough, blah. That may well have been true for that individual, and on face value that seems like a perfectly reasonable comment to make. It seems like they're trying to motivate someone, just say like, keep going, keep pushing, keep working. Face value, that doesn't seem like a problematic thing to say. However, this just shows the lack of understanding regarding individual differences, and specifically regarding health for women. Now, I've made a TikTok on this which is very brief, you can only get 60 seconds in, so you know, I had to be quick. There are differences between men and women, and also then within women there are differences between individuals, so there's just a lot of differences going on here. So when it comes to visible shredded abs, the issue with saying to someone, just keep going, just keep working hard, you'll get there eventually, is for women the healthy body fat recommendation is 18, 20 to 25% body fat. For men it's very, very different. It's significantly lower, and that's 10 to 15%. If I'm looking down, it's because I've got my iPad, I've got all my like research notes on here. Women naturally need to hold a higher body fat percentage than men. There's a thing that humans have, both men and women have this, called essential fat, which is basically the fat you need to protect your vital organs, to keep your body running smoothly, to keep yourself healthy, vitamin storage, basically to keep yourself functioning like a human being should be doing. For men, essential body fat is around 3%, and for women it's quite a bit higher, it's 12%. The reason for women having that higher essential body fat percentage is thought to be for evolutionary purposes. Women, at the end of the day, we carry babies. Now, regardless of whether you want a baby or not, because I don't want this to come across in me saying that women's only purpose in life is to have babies. Some women don't want babies. I'm not sure that I want babies. It's completely fine. There's not an issue with it. That is thought to be the reason behind why women have this higher percentage of essential body fat, because essentially your body is preparing for, in the future, you to have to have another human in there and to have those reserves to carry a baby healthily. So yeah, when you are saying to someone just keep going, the issue with that is if someone just keeps going, they just keep dieting, they just keep losing more and more body fat, getting leaner and leaner, especially for women, is you can run into some serious health consequences from that. You can lose your periods, which is secondary amenorrhea, which is basically the loss of your periods. And there's so many things that can cause the loss of your periods, but some of that is under-eating, over-exercising, extreme weight loss, extreme stress placed upon your body can result in secondary amenorrhea. What this means is your estrogen levels are lower, which puts you at the increased risk of getting things like osteoporosis, which is lower bone density, which basically means you are more likely to break a bone, and it will take a lot longer to recover from things like that. It will take a lot longer to heal. Your bones will not be healthy and they will become more brittle. As well as this, when you have low estrogen levels, women can experience symptoms which are similar to those that women going through the menopause would experience. So things like sweats, lack of sleep, irritable moods, like very, very bad mood swings as well, which obviously not ideal. So like I said, there's differences between men and women, and then there's differences between women. Now, some women, when it comes to that essential body fat we've just spoken about, they do not hold their essential body fat on their abdomen section. They may hold it in different places. Where your body fat comes off from quickest and easiest is going to be determined by things like genetics. So if you are storing that last bit of essential body fat that is keeping you healthy, that is keeping you having your periods, that is keeping all your body's vital functions ticking over, basically keeping you functioning as a human being, the implications of someone telling you in that case to just keep going and to just keep dieting and losing more and more body fat to get your abs on show is actually, what seems like a harmless comment is actually quite dangerous for all the reasons I've just explained. And abs are not an indicator of the pinnacle of health and fitness for women. So many women do not have visible abs, and for them to have visible abs be shredded all year round would mean that actually they're not healthy. We need to stop equating aesthetics or ideal aesthetics with health. Your health is always more important than the aesthetic. And for some women, having those visible shredded abs, very, very lean stomachs, is going to mean that their health is compromised, and that's not worth it. So when you're saying to someone you're not working hard enough, you need to keep going, that's really it seems like you're trying to motivate someone, but actually it's quite dangerous advice to be giving out, especially when you're talking to women, and especially when you're talking to young girls. And on an app where 41% of users are aged between 16 and 24, you need to be extra careful with the kind of advice that you're dishing out. And anecdotal evidence just isn't gonna cut it. You cannot go around saying to people, you're not working hard enough, your dream body is achievable, I used to think XYZ and then I worked hard and this is what I achieved. Everybody is different. Someone could push themselves so hard to the brink of making themselves ill and still not end up with their dream body for reasons like their bone structure, their genetics, so many other factors that go into your end result other than just how much effort you're putting in. And this is why you should never look at someone else and think absolute body goals, because you are never ever going to look like someone else, ever. You're never going to look like someone else. And I don't say that to demotivate people, I say that to actually encourage a healthier attitude towards training and nutrition, because it helps to manage people's expectations, you know, and instead of focusing on looking like someone else, people are able to train for the right reasons and focus on becoming healthier, optimizing their health and becoming the best version of themselves, which is what training, nutrition, fitness, health should all be about. It should never ever be about achieving your absolute body goals of someone else's body. Abs are really not the pinnacle of health and fitness for anyone, but especially not for women. Oh my god guys, if you think Instagram fitness content is bad, I know it gets a rough time. You ain't seen nothing until you've been on What I Eat in a Day TikTok. It is rough. It is rough. Again, I want to stress the user demographics on TikTok. 41% of users between the age of 16 and 24 seriously under eating like some people are in these videos, and I've been on certain people's profiles and they are like 16 years old. Under eating during those years is dangerous at any age, but when you're still developing, it's just so dangerous. I think Natasha Ocean spoke about this and I'm completely in agreement. I'm not shaming the people that post this kind of content. I almost think they're kind of a victim in the whole system of like fad diets, rapid weight loss. Everyone wants everything really quick. I'm not shaming them because I do recognise that actually everyone's kind of trapped under the same system. I wish that TikTok had like qualified like dietitians, nutritionists and stuff who could reach out to these people and monitor that kind of content. I don't even know if it's possible, but monitor that kind of content and reach out to people who they think might actually be, you know, going down a very bad path with their eating patterns and getting them the help that they need, because I don't think it's productive or useful to just bash these content creators who are doing these insanely low calorie What I Eat in a Days. So What I Eat in a Day is people basically just post their full day of eating. The issue is the amount of food that's being consumed in some of these videos, and the videos do well. Like the videos do really well. They get a lot of views, they get a lot of likes, they get a lot of comments and engagement. I have seen anything from 400 calories a day, 800 calories a day, 1000 calories a day, 1200 calories a day. I have seen it all. So to lose weight, obviously you need to be in a calorie deficit. Your energy input needs to be lower than your energy output. Alternatively, your energy output needs to be higher than your energy input. It's both the same, negative energy balance. That is how you will lose weight. Total daily energy expenditure is made up of your resting metabolic rate, which is basically what you would burn if you were just sat on your ass all day, not doing anything, lying in bed. Calories burnt for basically keeping your body functioning, your heart pumping, your organs functioning, all that good sort of stuff. Then you have the thermic effect of activity, which is any calories that you burn through exercise. You have thermic effect of food, which is the energy used by your body to digest what you are eating. Now the issue with these super low calorie What I Eat in a Days is they are going to result in rapid weight loss, and this is the wrong way to go about weight loss for a multitude of reasons. So background information: muscle is more metabolically active than fat is. Therefore, the more muscle you have, the more calories that you are going to be burning at rest, the more calories that you are going to be burning during your workouts, because you've got more muscle mass. So many studies have shown that when you do these rapid weight loss diets, these quick diets where you lose a lot of weight in a very short amount of time, what actually happens is you will lose weight, but you will lose more lean body mass and you will actually lose less body fat. So what you have lost is actually more muscle than fat, if that makes sense. So whilst the scales have gone down, you've actually not lost what you were trying to lose, probably, because no one goes on a weight loss journey and thinks, I want to lose a load of muscle. People primarily are looking at fat loss. So when you do these rapid weight loss diets, what's actually happening is you are losing more lean body mass than you would if you just took a more slower, more steady approach to your weight loss. I've looked at meta-analyses, I can't say that word, on this. I've looked at individual studies, and everything does seem to point towards the fact that slow weight loss is better for maintaining lean body mass, which, like I said, to go back to your total daily energy expenditure, that is going to benefit you massively. When you go on these super low calorie diets, when you go on these rapid weight loss diets, you lose more muscle mass. You lose more of that metabolically active tissue, aka muscle, which ultimately lowers your resting metabolic rate, and also that's going to have an impact on how much you burn and how productive your training sessions are as well. You won't be able to be as productive when you are doing your training sessions because you have less muscle mass. You're not going to be as strong, you're not going to be able to exert as much effort and as much strength and as much force in your sessions, so you will also be reducing your energy output through that as well. This whole rapid weight loss thing, in particular for women, also links back to my first point. When you're doing this rapid weight loss, like I've said, extreme weight loss is a factor in secondary amenorrhea. If you're losing too much weight, if you're losing it very quickly, if you're overtraining, when you're under eating, all that sort of stuff can lead to the loss of your periods, and so again you're going to run into potentially the same consequences as I spoke about with the whole body fat, essential fat, all that sort of stuff. So in a nutshell, this kind of content on TikTok, the what I eat in a day, is the reliance on anecdotal evidence. Well, it worked for me, so it must work for everyone else. The focus on these fast, quick 4-week results, it's not productive and it's not helpful, and actually it's downright dangerous. It's dangerous content to be putting out. A lot of people defend the content and they say, oh well, they're just starting on their journey, they're just, you know, sharing their journey, they're not doing anything wrong, only just started, they've still got more to learn. I completely agree, they've only just started, they've still got more to learn. They will learn as they go, and hopefully they will come out of these habits of super low calorie eating, under eating, overtraining. I personally believe that that kind of learning is something that needs to be done before you are posting content that could have a negative impact on people's health. And I really hope that I don't sound harsh in saying that, but I do just feel like the learning and stuff, the education should come before you start posting content that can have a direct impact on someone else's health. I've got friends who have fitness accounts to keep themselves accountable, all that sort of stuff. They're on private, it's for friends and family, because they truly are doing it to keep themselves accountable. They don't overstep the boundaries when it comes to giving out advice. And I'm not saying that everyone who's a qualified personal trainer knows what they're talking about. Trust me, they absolutely don't. In my opinion, personal training qualifications are way too easy to pass. And it is a bit of a sticky one, but I do just feel like not everyone needs to be giving out unsolicited fitness advice online, especially not when it's shoddy advice like just keep going, just keep dieting, everyone can get their dream body. I used to think I couldn't do it, but I did. You can do it too. I think we need to shift the focus away from this dream body and put it more towards our health rather than how we look. Training to actually enjoy what we're doing. If you don't enjoy it, you're not going to stick to it. It doesn't matter how bad you want that dream body, you're not going to stick to it if you're not enjoying it. And just becoming the best version of yourself, having a dream body that is actually yours and realistic for you, rather than focusing on looking like someone else. And I would personally just love to see more of a shift away from anecdotal evidence solely on its own with no kind of research even considered in it, to more of just like a science-backed bit of experience here and there kind of approach, which is evidence-based practice. That is how training and fitness should be. There should always be some kind of rationale behind it, rather than just, well, it worked for me so it should work for everyone else, because that doesn't make any sense. Apply critical thinking always. Even if someone says they're qualified, apply critical thinking. I've seen qualified people on TikTok giving out shoddy advice. It's not just the people that don't have the qualifications, trust me. Always apply critical thinking. Think for yourselves. Do some extra research if you want to. If anyone wants to understand where to even start with looking into things, you're always welcome to DM me on Instagram if you're interested in a certain topic. I will see what papers I can find and send them over to you. If anyone wants to know how to like navigate journal articles and stuff like that as well, DM me on Instagram. I've been reading them since I did A-level psychology, which was like 4-5 years ago now, so I'm quite good at poking holes in things and not just reading abstracts and running away with it. So yeah, just be careful with what you see online. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it useful. Like I said, do remember, I'm happy for you to discuss content you've seen on TikTok and experiences you've had on the app with some like dangerous or like misinformed content, myths, all that sort of stuff. But please just don't name names, because I just feel like it's gonna cause a little bit of drama, which this video is to help people, not to stir up drama, which is why I've gone into like the research behind stuff and actually why you shouldn't do it, not just say this content is shit. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want and you haven't already, follow me on Instagram, and yeah, bye.